Hello and welcome to the last video of the pre-production, because once you see this video, today I will be back in Germany, so then I can produce the videos once they come out. I had to pre-produce them because of the World Championship in Hawaii, you know it, and that's why we have this last pre-production episode. It could also be the last Generation 8 episode, probably not, but let's see, Gen 8 random battle. I am just 85 points away from number 1. Getting 85, especially on the ladder we are currently at, is pretty tough. Like, if we play 9 games and we get 7 points per win, it's still not enough. So we kind of need these high ladder players, but our goal is to get to number 2 today. So I want to get to 1650, and then next time we will get to 1700. I kind of have to play 1 game per day for decay, I think. Or I can play 1 game every 2 days. I will see how high the decay is, but once I'm in Hawaii, I will decay a lot, right? In all the other generations, I won't decay below 1500. At least that's what I thought would happen. But we started at 1440 here. But I think I have to play once per day. But we will see. I will keep you updated on the next video. But for now, let's get into the first game. Alright, here we are. Let's see. 1323, that's okay. The lead is good for us. Have fun first of all. We can just go for substitute, because it's not very likely that he goes for sludge bomb. We've got Terrakion, we've got another spore immunity and Mandibus with overcoat. Okay. Mistyping S and F is crazy, so I don't know why he's writing HS. Like, if you write HG or HD, it's fine. I just took a look at my keyboard and I'm like, HS? What? But yeah, we've got Mudsday with Stealth Walks, Intimidate, Sword Stance, Morwhile, and leftovers Scissor. Stonjourner. Doesn't Stonjourner just die to 1 Giga Drain? Like, it's paper thin on the special defense side. Heatmore against Stonjourner. Yeah, Giga Drain does 87 to 102. Okay, and now I can set up a substitute again because he dies to Life Orb Recoil. That's great. I could have just went for Giga Drain again. Like, why did he go for Heat Crash? The ladder is killing me. Like, my head cannot keep up with these plays. Like, I was sure that he goes for Earthquake. Imagine I was behind a sub with 100% health. Would have been better. But yeah, I will just go for Fire Lash now because it's the most damage I can do. Knocking the heavy duty boots just didn't feel worth it. And now I can go to Mandibus, I think. Right. Well, taking a Toxic on Mandibus is not great, so maybe I should just go Mudsdale, because taking a Tox on Mudsdale would be better. I can set up Stealth Walks, or I go for Walks. I will set up Stealth Walk. He is Toxic, but what if he goes to Amoonguss? Then Walks are better. I will go for Walks. Okay. Of course, Walks would have been better, but I can just go Mandibus and stall the Dynamax. Like, huh? What? Now I can go for Toxic. Actually, I will go for Foul Play, because Foul Play does a decent amount. I know he has Natural Cure, but with Toxic I can force him to switch out. What is he doing? Well, I should not be surprised after he clicked Heat Crash onto Heatmore turn 1. Okay, I will switch to Mudsdale and get up Walks now. That was one of the most insane Dynamaxes I've seen in a while. Kangaskhan is Choice Banded, right? No, it's either a Soul Rest or Choice Band, but it's one of them. I can go for Earthquake. Yeah, he gives me a free defense boost, thank you. Double Edge doesn't KO me. Not even close. And I can get a huge EQ off. The next Double Edge also does not KO me because I got the next stamina boost. Yeah, I survive the next one, and Earthquake KOs him after recoil. Nice. We got a min roll. This is literally the lowest roll possible, but I can just toss Mudstay. I have no words for that. I honestly have no words for that. I can go to Rakion in case he goes to Altaria. Because if he goes Zapdos. I wanted to say I can go Morwai, but what about no? It's Defiant. I will toss Heatmore. Heatmore is useless into Altaria, and I have better tools against Amoonguss as well. And this is Choice Scarf Zapdos. So I will go for Fire Lash and go Scissor and set up a Sword Stance. I mean, it's obvious that I go for Bullet Punch, there is no explanation needed for this play. And he just tosses Zapdos. Why? Why? Okay, I should calm down. I said in the last video that I don't want to like talk like this in my videos. Ah, that's annoying. Choice Band Close Combat whacks me. But I can go for Max Steel Spike perhaps. Yeah, with Max Steel Spike we would survive 2 close combats. Yeah, let's go Max Steel Spike. You can go for another Max Steel Spike. Nice. I'm thinking, can I lose this? I don't think so. I will go for Max Guard into Bullet Punch because Fire Blast just KOs me. Earthquake would have not KO'd me. Draco would have KO'd me, but Earthquake didn't. So I could have KO'd the Altaria with Max Steel Spike into Bullet Punch, but it's fine. Because I can just go into Terrakion now, or I go Morwai. Now I will go Terrakion. I want to keep Morwai full life from Amoonguss. I can just go for Stone Edge. And now against Amoonguss, I will just go Mandibuzz first, chip it down with Mandibuzz, and then KO it with Morwai and Terrakion. He went for Spore. Okay, it's okay. Like, you know, how it feels weird. Okay, this crit mattered in terms that I would have not KO'd him otherwise, but overall it didn't matter. But I'm like mad because we are currently, what was it, 4th or 5th on the ladder, and then I cannot predict my opponents because they go for Heat Crash into a Heatmore behind a Substitute. If I didn't have a Substitute, it's a fair play because I can switch to a Grass type, I can switch to a Steel type, right? But why should I switch when I'm behind a Substitute? I do not understand. But yeah, we are 5th. Also, you see how our GXE improves heavily after every single game. We had 88.5. And now we're at 88.8. The reason for that is that, let's see how many Gen 8 random battles I have played. I have played a lot, but I haven't played them in a while. Actually, I can't see it from here, but I will do /rank in the next game where we jump into right now. Alright, here we are. I was just bruising through my team builder. Just hold on a second. Okay, let's do it. Okay, Glaney wants Earthquake, right? Yeah. Earthquake Freeze Dry. But it also wants Spikes. I will go for 1 sub. Okay, he just stays in Earthquakes, right? Yeah. I will sub again. I will say have fun first. I will sub again because I expect him to not spam Earthquake. Let's go. Let's go. That's fine because we have Buffaland as a switch in, I guess. Yeah, Dragon Dance, and I can just go for Head Charge. If he goes for Max Wormwind, it's the only way he survives this turn when I have Klefki with Magnet Wise. Oh, come on! Oh, man! Because now I have a big problem. Because it wants Max Flare, like it wants Fire Punch. And I would have survived this move. And I think I would have survived the recoil as well. Let me see. Dynamax, Max Wormwind, Life Orb, +1. And then -1 Head Charge. Yeah, I would survive Max Wormwind. I could survive the recoil after, but like the Head Charge would have dealt 40%, and then he would be in range for something like a Max Strike from Obstagoon. Oh, come on. I think I have to play it a bit weird. Yeah, I will set up one layer of space because he will go for Max Flare. And then I go Obstacle, go for Max Guard. His Dynamax will end. I will trigger my Flame Orb and then I can KO Flygon. Yeah, he goes for Max Flare. That was obvious. Now I can go for Max Guard, trigger my Flame Orb, and I got a bit value out of Klefki. If I didn't go Klefki, I had to toss one Pokemon. Rather, but yeah, do I go for Max Strike or Max Darkness? Both KO. Max Strike, if he switches to something, has the chance to not the chance, but drops the speed of the switch in. But Max Strike can be like has more immunizations, more resistances. Like if he switches into a Ghost type, Max Strike is worse. If he switches into a Walk, a Steel type, you know. So I will go for Max Darkness. But yeah, he just goes for Outrage. I KO with Flygon here, and I still have one turn left of. Okay, he goes for Superpower. Does he KO Obstagoon with his Superpower when I'm Dynamaxed? He does not. Yeah, he does not. So I can just go for Max Strike. He went for Defog. That's fair. But now I get a KO with Facade. He went into Kangaskhan, where I will go to Cobalion or with Fake Out or Double Edge. Yeah, it's Choice Bandit, but now I can just go for Iron Head. I was thinking about clicking Stone Edge, honestly. Oh wait, he tosses Tornadus? That's great. I was scared of Tornadus because it's faster than Basculin, and it's like pretty good into Salazzle as well. Okay, does Iron Head KO or should I go for Close Combat? Let me see. Iron Head does not KO. I do not understand. But that's good for me, because that's a Pokemon that was faster than Obstagoon and had a strong Choice Band Sucker Punch against Basculin. I do not have Aqua Jet. I have to flinch. Bailed. And now he put... Why is, like, in the last episode as well, why is everyone turning the timer off when they lose and then they just go AFK? It's like mad annoying. Why do you not just forfeit? It's crazy why everyone does that. Do you do that as well? If you do, just don't do it anymore, okay? Okay, wait, no, he didn't surrender. Wait, he's still here. But on Butterfree, I will just go for Stone Edge. And I connect and that's game, because I click Iron Head. I can also close combat with Lady, doesn't matter. Yeah. I think I played it pretty well. After, like, yeah, I think I played it well. After the flinch, it was game, but I'm just thinking, okay, what if I didn't flinch? When the Xerneas gets off Geomancy, but it always wants Moonblast, Psyshock, Focus Blast. Obviously, Salazzle dies to Psyshock. Obstagoon dies to Moonblast, Cobalion dies to Moonblast, but does Basculin die to Moonblast? It does. Never mind. So if I didn't get the flinch, I would have lost. But what was I supposed to do? If I kept Klefki, I had a chance, I know. Or if I kept Dynamax better. But after he got this one crit into Bufferland, like, I also didn't know that he had a Xerneas, right? Yeah. I'm just trying to think how I... Like, he can also get Geomancy on Basculin. Like, I click Liquidation on something, KO it. When he goes Xerneas, Liquidation doesn't KO Xerneas. He goes for Geomancy and it's this game. So, yeah, it was really tough. That's why I think he really choked the game by just going for Superpower with Tornadus. What he could have done is switch Tornadus, get Regenerator, toss Glalie, go back to Tornadus, get Regenerator, toss Kangaskhan. Then Tornadus would eat a hit from Cobalion and can 2 KO it, so he can threaten it out. And then later he can go for Geomancy with Xerneas. So I think it's on him banking everything on not getting flinched by Ironhead when he actually had a better chance to set up with Xerneas. But that's always in hindsight, right? In hindsight, I would have also kept Klefki if the flinch didn't happen. So yeah, I'm already searching a game, right? Yeah, as you can see, I started the search 3 minutes ago and we are still here. So let's jump into the next game. Let's see where we end first. +9, 1626, and let's go into the next one. Alright, it took quite a while. 1274. I think I get only 4 points if I win. Wow. And I lose 36 if I lose. Yeah. I was just like, wait, is this correct? But yeah, it is. Sword Stencil Valley, Bolt Hunt. Bolt Hunt is kind of a forgotten Pokemon, isn't it? Like, Yampa had a big anime debut, but other than that, it's pretty forgotten. I will just go for Searching Strikes. Because Volcarona is the best Checkatization. And this is, you know what? This is the generation where Zacian is still broken. Okay, QM, he will go for Freeze Dry. I can just go to Zacian. Because my Intrepid Sword will trigger more than once. Oh, he went for Substitute. And now he can go for Earth Power. Well played. But I will just go for Behemoth Blade. He doesn't have Earth Power. Great. Now he could go Volcarona, but I will still just go for Behemoth Blade because I need damage on the Volcarona, and maybe he thinks, okay, if I take damage on Volcarona now, it's not good anymore, and it's a Quiver Dance Sweeper, so I should not switch into Volcarona. Maybe that's his thought process. But QM with wait, sub QM without Earth Power? What does it run then? Is it like sub? I thought the subset is always Substitute, Roost, Earth Power, Freeze Dry, but like I think Draco Meteor, Freeze Dry, Substitute, Roost is not a set, and obviously Freeze Dry, Ice Beam, Substitute, Roost is not a set. It's not Freeze Dry, Ice Beam only coverage. It is definitely Earth Power. But why did he not go for Earth Power? Did he really fish for a freeze? I think he did. Because I'm 99.995% sure that this is Earth Power. But yeah, he left. Let's do slash rank. Yeah, okay. You don't want to know how many Gen 8 random battles I have. Oh my god. Do you see how many wins I have? You do not. Okay, wait. Okay, I have 7,565 wins and 3,506 losses, which is a total of 11,071 games. I have more than 11,000 Gen 8 random battles. 11,000. I don't know if I'm proud of it or if I'm ashamed. But it's a matter of fact. Speaking of matter of facts, that's the next win. And we got 5 points at least. But let's get into the next game. Alright, it took a while. But 14-19, that's sick. That's honestly really nice. Because once I'm like waiting 5 minutes for a game, I'm always scared that the matchmaking is like broken. derBeste against Galvantula, yeah. He could be Specs, he could go for Volt Switch. The problem is, we don't have a switch. Seeing Alakazam makes me happy. Because we haven't seen Alakazam in a while. I will go Flareon. Okay, he went to Steelix. What? I thought he just goes for either Sticky Web or Volt Switch or something, but not a switch into Steelix. Do I go just for Flare Blitz? Flare Blitz can KO. It's a 50-50 chance if it's Sturdy or Rocket. Yeah, I will just go for Flare Blitz. Nice. Sweet dreams are made of juice, jazz. Whatever. And I think since it's Galvantula in the lead, there was something. I remembered. I think Sash Galvantula is always lead Galvantula is always Sash. So I can go for Flame Charge here. It's not Sash. Never mind. But I still take it because now he surrenders. Why? I think the waiting times are literally longer than the games themselves. But now we are number 2 on the ladder, right? Oh! Never mind. Strange Shrimp. We have to wait until we can take a look at the ladder. Kingdra is great Dynamaxer because you can set up a rain and then with Swift Swim Life Orb, you are just so strong. Como is really good. We've got Beartic, I think we had it in the last episode, or was it the episode before? I don't quite remember. It's been a while since I recorded the first Gen 8 episodes. But Beartic with Slush Rush, you set up Swords Dance, you go for Max Hailstorm. In 2 turns you have double attack, double speed. Really cool. Executor, Harvest, annoying ability, especially with Substitute, you can like spam it, and we've got Revision and McMortar. He will probably go for Knockoff, so we can get a justified boost on our Vision. Nice. And I will go for Stone Edge, because he will switch into a Fire type, into a Ghost type. Like, he won't stay. I could also just go for Sword Stance, but I'm pretty confident going for Stone Edge. Sword Stance would have been even better, because Sword Stance into close combat would have KO'd Flareon, and then we have a +3 Revision on the field, but that's fine. He will go for Hurricane, but I can dodge the Hurricane, and I just want to get damage off. He could also just go for Rain Dance. He goes for Rain Dance. Does Executor survive 2 Hurricanes after Harvest, after Citrus Berry? Executor against Kingdra. I do not. But I could, okay, you know what? Should I really do this? I never win these, but it's okay, because now I can just set up a Substitute with Executor. But I honestly never win these. Okay, I can just burn stall the Obstagoon by spamming Substitute. It's stupid. Good Pokemon. Okay, he switches to Magnezone, but I can just use the Leech Seed and then spam Substitute again. He went to Kingdra, but you know what this means? I just go for Substitute. Okay, Magnezone. I can just Leech Seed and then I can go for Substitute again. We KO Kingdra. Executor is literally stupid. I can just set up a sub first, so if he Volt Switches and breaks the sub, I have a sub up immediately. He goes to Obstagoon, so I can use Substitute again. You know it well. I don't have to explain it. Like, he takes so much damage. I know I don't have infinite amount of substitutes, but I have enough. Like, I am also pretty lucky with the Harvest rolls. Okay, never mind. Let me see how much Giga Drain does. 37 to 44. So I have to sub once again. And then I can go for Giga Drain. Here I can go for Giga Drain. Because I won't end up with a sub anyways, because I only have 4 substitutes left and 40%, you know, burn only does 6%, so Magnezone. I 1v1 Magnezone. I can just go for Leech Seed. Okay, now I don't 1v1 the Magnezone, especially because I didn't get Harvest, but I can just go make Mortar now. He could Volt Switch. He just goes for Flash Cannon again, and that's a free Fire Blast. Or not a free Fire Blast, but almost. I can just go to Executor. Even if he Ice Beams, I'm fine losing Executor. He went for Toxic. That's fair. I can set up a Leech Seeds for Magnezone. Nice. And now I can just use Giga Drain. If he goes to Gastrodon now. Ah, sad. The only goal with Executor is now to get as much damage off as possible. I don't need it for a Gastrodon since I have Vision. But yeah, he tosses Druddigan. That's perfect. He has to go Magnezone, but Vision just wins against both. Como also kind of wins against both. So I will just go for Giga Drain. He probably just goes for Flash Cannon. I lose my Eggy. Maybe he Volt Switches because he expects me to switch into Magmortar. Or he goes for Body Press. I think it's not a secret if I say that this game is over. I can go for one Swords Dance. Yeah. I do not have to go for Swords Dance, but Lil Flex. He could survive a close combat now, but when I just Dynamax my... He doesn't survive a close combat, never mind. I thought like with +1 defense, Dynamax. I didn't even need to Dynamax, let's go, GG. But yeah, now let's take a look at the ladder. Gen 8 random battle. We have 90% GXE. Now we started the video with 88.5, so it's pretty interesting to see this rise. Because in Generation 9, I have to win like 5 games to get 0.1 GXE. And now I won like 3 games and I got 1.5%. It's weird. But yeah, we are 49 points away from Fat Fighter 2. If I'm very close to him, I might record one more video. I don't have time to it's not the time, but then I might actually go might actually do one more pre-recorded video because of the decay. I don't want to play off cam and then get first off cam. I really want to do this with you together. So it is not impossible that I pre-record one more episode, but we will find out later because we still have some matches to go today. We don't worry about the future for now. Alright, let's go. 1364. Have fun. Gothitelle against Luxray is a neutral lead, I would say. It's either Scarf or Leftovers. I won't click Agility. If it's like I can click Agility the turn after as well. I will obviously go for Wild Charge. I'm not going for Facade, Superpower, Agility. Because if he goes for Trick, I'm locked into Agility, I lose the game. Oh no! I mean, Star Charge is nice for self-activating it, but imagine we had Swift Swim on our Bertic. Like Kyogre Bertic is crazy. I love that Suicune set. We've got Reshiram again. I have bad memories with Reshiram. For those who saw the first Gen 8 episode, know why. But let's see. Durant. Getting free damage on Durant is great, especially because I can just KO it now. And I will KO it. Durant is a big threat. Should I go for Superpower to KO it? Or should I just Wild Charge again? Superpower also KOs it. What if he switches into Ground type? He won't. Yeah, he just goes for Rock Side. Could have used Agility then, but I was like, what if he has Choice Band First Impression? You know, when the Choice Band First Impression does 71 to 84, that's why I didn't want to go for Agility. He will click Boom Burst. Wait, that's a Speed tie. If he isn't Choice Scarf. I have no Boom Burst switch, and that's why I stay. Okay. It still does not mean that he is Scarf. He could have just been lucky. But it's pretty sad, because if he isn't Choice Scarf, Facade would have dealt 90%. Does Magmortar KO? We are Choice Specs. McMortar KOs with Fire Blast or with Psychic. But if I lock myself into Psychic and then I'm trapped by Gothitelle, that's kind of annoying. And he could switch into a Flying type, expecting me to go for Earthquake. Yeah, he is Choice Scarf. And we connect. Nice. Now he has the information where we are Choice Specs, obviously, but I'm fine with that. We have Suicune, we have Reshiram, we've got Kyogre, Choice Band, Bertic, so our team is really nice. Okay, Credilli. Since Suicune is hard-walled by Credilli, Reshiram doesn't do much damage, I will just go for Fire Blast. I have also no switching into Walk Grass, and I have to remove his Credilli fast. I can now go Kyogre or Bertic, but Bertic is faster, and I can just go for Choice Band Icicle Crash now. Let's do it. Just keep the pressure up. First with Luxray, then with McMortar, now with Bertic. I just break holes into the team so that I can then sweep with Suicune. Do you say Suicune? Or do you say Suicune? Or do you say Suicune? Suicune sounds so terrible. Do you say Suicune? I don't know. I say Suicune. Kun. What? 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 Sure. I can go for Crash now. I survive. And I hit big. And this is Choice Scarf since it didn't reveal leftovers. I can now abuse the sun with Reshiram. Just keep the pressure up. Keep the pressure up. And then we can see what the last Pokemon is. It's a 3v1. And I still have Dynamax left. Okay, it's a Deden. Actually, the Deden is a bit scary. Not gonna lie, but it doesn't do enough damage. It's always Thunderbolt, Toxic, Protect, Recycle. I just want to see, do I KO with Max Flare in the sun? Not quite. I have to Tox it first. And now I can just click Max Flare into Max Flare and win. I can also Roost one turn first. Okay, never mind. GG. +7. Let's go. Speaking of, it's interesting if the Deden is scary for a team, right? But random battles do be like that. But let's get straight into the next one. Also, I don't know why I always point towards the camera when I say that. Maybe it's as a reminder that I have to cut here, but I will still keep doing it. So let's go into the next one. Let's go! Decidueye against Gastrodon. I kind of want to go to for Polter. Oh my god, 1578. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. I will go for Poltergeist because he will switch into Grass Resist. And even if he stays, it still does really good damage. Stunfisk, Galar, also kind of forgotten Pokemon. Sigilyph with Tinted Lens Specs, Poliwrath, and Pangoro. Big breakers. We connect! Nice! The predict worked. I could have went for Swords Dance and then KO the Cobaraja immediately, but you never know what they switch to, right? Porygon, I can just go for Stunfisk or Leaf Blade. I survive Specs Ice Beam. Wait. Decidueye. But I also have a hard wall in Stunfisk Galar. Yeah, let's go Stunfisk. I can sweep with Decidueye later. Ice Beam, yeah. Ah! I have to go Sigilyph because he will abuse it with Nasty Plot. Yeah. Oh my god. You remember when I said, oh, I have a hard wall? I was kidding. I can flinch with Air Slash. Psychic didn't KO anyways. Only Altaria's fast and I have to go for Draco Meteor. Oh, come on. What? What? I mean, I take it, but what? Lycanroc Dusk. I will go into Poliwrath. He could set up a Swords Dance. And I have to Dynamax because... Or do I go for Max Knuckle or Max Geyser? What if he switches to Gastrodon? I will go for Max Knuckle. Max Geyser was the play. Max Geyser was indeed the play. I have to go for Max Guard. If I went for Max Geyser, I would have KO'd him and I would have still had Dynamax. I thought, like, I thought... I thought he would bait out my Dynamax and switch to Gastrodon, honestly. Like, going for Max Mindstorm is just really terrible because, let me see, does Max Geyser KO him? If yes, it's just a terrible play. Poliwrath against Dusk. I can walk Dusk. Yeah, I would have just KO'd him. Oh man. Now I will go to Pangoro. He could go for Max Knuckle. I will try to get a double Max Guard. Nice, okay. And now he will not go for Stone Edge. I really want to Life Orb stall him. Does he go for close combat here? It's not unlikely. Or does he go for Psychic Fangs? If I go Stunfisk here, I am kinda in trouble. I will go. I will toss Poliwrath. He went for Psychic Fangs. I was thinking about him going for Stone Edge. I was thinking, okay, close combat, Pangoro is the play. Psychic Fangs, Stunfisk is the play. Close combat, like against close combat, Psychic Fangs, I can go Stunfisk. But I was like, he could also go for Stone Edge, predicting me to go Decidueye or Altaria, right? I knew of Mimicry. Maybe I should have told you that, but yeah, I can set up Wox now. I can try to. Okay, he KOs me with Stone Edge, but now I can KO him with Shadow Sneak. This Lycanroc, man. Oh, it has a Cell Walk? Wait, it doesn't have Stone Edge? I did not know that. Now I will toss Poliwrath. Or I won't. Actually, close combat in case he switches to Gastrodon. Okay. And now I can go Altaria and use Fire Blast. I don't want to get the special attack drops because then Pangoro just KOs me. Pangoro, I say, Copperajah. I will go Pangoro now. And hope that the last Pokemon, it's a Volcarona. I can just go for a knockoff. Yeah, he has to toss Copperajah. Now he has to go Gastrodon. Okay. Pangoro one-shots Volcarona. And Pangoro two-shots Gastrodon. I should have switched into the Decidueye. It was so obvious. It was so obvious. I have to go to Decidueye now. If I just switch into the Decidueye the last turn, I would have won. Because I can just go for Leaf Blade. If he switches to Volcarona, then I win with Pangoro after. I thought he goes for Ice Beam against Pangoro because the Decidueye switch was so obvious. Because if I switch to Decidueye, I always win. I have to get... if he has Fire Blast, I can still win, but he has Bug Buzz and I lose. GG, I guess. Like, I don't know. Altaria just won it as well. I lose 24 points. Altaria, if I connected that Fire Blast, Altaria was Volcarona every single time I had Toxic against Volcarona. And against Gastrodon, Ice Beam doesn't KO me. I use Toxic and then I go Woost, 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 because then Ice Beam is not 4 times effective. So I really lost to getting Fire Blast burned into missing Fire Blast. Wait, it started with an Ice Beam freeze. Because with Stealth Walks up, it's just an easy game because Lycanroc would take more damage. Porygon would have taken more damage, so they would die earlier to Life Orb. So yeah, I okay, what did I get? Let's think about it. Nothing. Literally nothing. I can be happy that I connected my Poltergeist and my Draco Meteor, I guess. But other than that, I got literally nothing. No Air Slash Flinch, no crit, nothing. And he got Ice Beam Freeze into Scald Burn, into Scald Burn, into Fire Blast Miss. That's the game replay. I always say that's the game replay, but that means that I will not pre-record and I will record the last video once I'm back in Germany. But I want to end today on second place. Dude, how much GXE did I lose? Wasn't I at like 90.1 and I'm now at 89.4? This is ridiculous. But I will just jump to the next game and let's see if the next game will be the last one. If we manage to pass PTSD, it will be. If it isn't, we will have one more. Or I just lose and then I would have gained no points in the video again. It could also be like that. I will try, while I'm in Hawaii, I will try to stay around 1640, 1650. But I cannot guarantee it if we are like... it could be that we are higher or lower in the end. We will find it out in the next episode, but as I said, we should not worry about the future for now. Alright, here we are against Binze again. Okay. I'm still so upset about the loss because we had such a clean run and then everything... Maybe I should have not used Altaria against Porygon Z. In hindsight, yeah. But you never know it when you play it because I could have used Pangoro to take the Tri-Attack. Yeah, I could have used Pangoro, take the Tri-Attack, and then I still have to connect the Fire Blast against Corporacha later, and also dodge an Ice Beam crit. So I think it was fine, but whatever. Let's focus on this game. What happened, happened. Now we are in the next game, and I will just go for Flash Cannon. He just set up turn 1, but I survive Icicle Spear. I also have Grassy Glide in the back. Grablocked is also such a forgotten Pokemon, isn't it? Or what do you think about Grablocked? Grablocked? Grapple Mamapple? I did never forget Grablocked because it's the only Pokemon next to Malamar that gets Topsy-Turvy, I think. And it's not just Topsy-Turvy, it also got... how's the move called in English? I only know the German name. The German name is Octoclamor. So it's a move that traps your opponent and it drops their defense and special defense every single turn. Very interesting trap move. We can go for Protect to see if he locks himself into Liquidation or Flip Turn. It's Liquidation. So I can go to Rillaboom, keep Celesteela alive. We have Grassy Seed on our Rillaboom and we can set up a Sword Stance. What? What? Huh? What? I truly have no words. Unfortunately, Grassy Glide doesn't KO them here. It's just a 12% chance, but I can just go for another Sword Stance. But what if he crits? I have Raikou. Raikou is faster. Okay, +4 Rillaboom. I only have 2 turns of Grassy Terrain left, but that's more than enough. I would say bye-bye Basculin. I could have also went for Max Airstream, I know, but I want to keep my Dynamax for later. Is this later? Wait, Rillaboom against Dragalge. +4 attack. Max Darkness does not KO, no. So I have to go for a crit. I know that Acrobatics is slightly stronger, but Acrobatics also would have not KO'd it. We can trace Adaptability. And yeah, I want to do it because Testida doesn't kill, Deden doesn't kill, Grab Locked is slower, Raikou doesn't kill. Damn, Dragalge with threat. I hope he stays. And it's not unlikely that he just stays because 32% Dragalge, what do you want to keep it for? But it's actually pretty decent into my team. Nice, let's go. Adaptability P2. P2 looking up to his big brother or big sister, Porygon Z. Actually, Porygon 2 is non-binary. So to his big... Wait, I said his. To their big... them? I don't want to start a discussion. Don't get me wrong. I will go for Max Strike here because I survive a close combat, and with Adaptability I would just KO with Pissimian. He did not go for close combat, but he is locked into knockoff, so I can just go for Max Strike again. I could have switched into Deden, but then I would lose my my Citrus Berry. So yeah, let's just do this instead. Okay, he tosses Pissimian. Now we get another Max Strike off on the last Pokemon. Not the last Pokemon. Or, never mind. GG, and let's get straight into the last game. I hope the waiting time is no respect. We played against that guy before. So, have fun. I would say the lead is not good. I really want to go for multi-attack because I think he U-turns, but I could also just go Lapras. But multi-attack feels so rewarding. He could also Scald because even water types or grass types can get burned. Oh, I really want to go for multi-attack. Oh, it's the Focus Energy set. I see. I think it's okay. Lapras against Inteleon. Yeah, Thunderbolt does a decent chunk. Okay, Toxic would have been better, but I did not expect him to switch into Greedent, to be fair. I can go Mawile. I could also go Glacier. I think Glacier's slightly better because he sets up a Sword Stance. I set up a Sword Stance when I KO him with Close Combat. Yeah. Even if he gets a Body Slam Para, I survive 2 hits. Okay, if he would have gotten a Body Slam Para into full Para and not a Body Slam crit into Para, that would have been a different story. But come on, it's I also jinx this stuff, right? I always say I do this, I do that, and then no, you do not. Musharna. Psychic KOs me. And he will go for Psychic. Can I punish it? I could go to Espeon. I have leftovers, so why not? And I will go for Psychic because he will switch out. What? I honestly do not understand. I can go more way. But I honestly do not understand. I am Calm Mind Shadowball Morning Sun. I don't want to 1v1 this Musharna and then lose to a crit. I instead want to go Mawile. I survive the moves pretty well. Okay, Lucario. Lucario doesn't KO me, I KO with Play Rough. Nice. But Musharna does not 1v1 Espeon. It's the other way around. But yeah, whatever. This will go for Expanding Force. Is it worth keeping 11% more? Why? Probably not, so I can just go for Iron Head. Mystical Fire. Okay, he is locked into Mystical Fire because he didn't show Life Orb. So I can go Severely, go for a Sword Stance, but he still got Inteleon. So I can also just go Whiscash and fire off Choice Band EQs. But look at his team. He could still have a Grass. It's crazy. Like, it's honestly crazy. I wanted to say he could still have a Grass type, and then he switched into a Grass type. He will go for Leech Seed. Yeah, and now I can set up against the Sceptile. Like, what is he trying to do? I'm a bit scared of a crit, but how many boosts do I need? He could go for Max Craig, I know that, but how many boosts do I need to KO Sceptile? Is +2 enough? I need +3. He Dynamaxes now, but he should not KO me. Yeah. I still have enough Morning Suns left. Well, 4 is not a lot, but good enough. He will get more special defense boosts, which is a bit annoying. But Espeon beats everything now, and unless I think if he doesn't get a crit Max Craig, I just win with Espeon. I only have 4 Morning Suns left, and he is this the guy who put off a timer the last time, and then like I said it before in the video. Why would you do that? It's just, this is in my opinion, this is toxic. Like, you turn on the timer, and when you lose, you turn it off, and you waste the time of your opponent. That's honestly not okay. That's literally not okay. But whatever floats their boat. Especially because the game is not over yet. He could crit Max Craig now, and then I am in big trouble against the Sceptile, because Whiscash loses. Glastria is 35%, 34%. Lapras is like okay, but not great. Silvally is kinda walled by Inteleon. It's like Sceptile and Inteleon just win if he crits Max Craig now, but maybe he just doesn't even try. My plan would be to go for Morning Sun into Morning Sun, then Max Mindstorm, Max Mindstorm, Max Mindstorm. He could go for Sub, I know that, but then I get Leftovers Recovery, and then I KO the Sceptile with Psychic, and then I just click Shadow Ball into Musharna, Psychic into Inteleon. I can click Morning Sun into Indeedee, because all the other 3 Pokemon do not do any damage against me. Well, Inteleon has Scope Lens with Sniper, so it can still crit. And then KO me. But if I KO the Sceptile, then Whiscash and Lapras just win. Specs Expanding Force from Indeedee is still scary, but if it's Specs, Silvally would outspeed. If it's Scarf, Lapras and Whiscash take the move better, so maybe I will switch out Espeon if he goes to Inteleon. I probably wouldn't, but depending on what he does, or what he would have done rather, I could have switched out the Espeon. Like, if he goes to Inteleon, I could switch Espeon to Lapras, go for a Toxic, I get a Poison off on one of the other 3, so yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know why people do this, but it's okay. I should not open the team builder. Actually, the World Championship already happened, so let's see if I won the whole thing. If I dropped on day 1, you probably know it. I don't know how many of my Rantbats viewers actually also follow the Pokemon World Championship, but if you didn't, I was in Hawaii playing the Pokemon World Championship. I mean, this was the topic of the whole video, not of the whole video, but I said it a couple of times now, but it's just a special thing for me. That's why I want to talk about it. But yeah, Generation 8 Random Battle. We end up today at 1645, and next time will be the last time for Generation 8. I hope you are looking forward to it, and let me know which generation we should tackle on next. Should it be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7? The great thing is, because I will record the last episode once I'm back, I can read the comments and then record, and that's really, really nice. But for now, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.